You do just feel like throwing your hands in the air and saying, what's the use? But of course we can't do that. These people deserve a voice.
It's a damning indictment from BC's chief coroner, frustrated that 5 years after the declaration of a public health emergency, on average almost 5 people a day died last year. And still, she says, basic things are missing to even formulate a plan.
We don't know still to this day in British Columbia how many people have accessed treatment or recovery services, whether they've been successful. What is the definition of success? None of that exists.
It was definitely easier in the 90s for me to access treatment and recovery than it is today in 2021.
Former user turned support worker Guy Felicella doesn't want to count the friends he lost this year.
Yeah, like if you have a heart condition and you go into the hospital, there's a continuum plan that's in place where you're going to see specialists immediately. But if you use illicit substances, it's contingent really on a prescriber's willingness to prescribe those substances.
And he says there is no coordinated support system after that, adding most of those dying are not on the streets or on the downtown east side. The Fraser Health Authority saw the most deaths of any region.
And a lot of the substance users that I know that have jobs, have families, and if they do need help, they are very selective of who they talk to because of fear that they could lose their job or their kids.
It's a problem especially acute in the north, with Northern Health registering 46 deaths per 100,000 people.
People are dying at phenomenally high rates. Northern Health has continued to have the highest death rate of all the health authorities in the province, but with the lowest amount of services to address this.
Advocates and the coroner are calling for official decriminalization and a safe supply of the drugs users need beyond the prescription alternatives to stabilize them and get them into treatment. They're also calling for those treatment programs to be standardized and regulated. The provincial government says it continues to push the federal government on the issues of decriminalization and safe supply and says progress was being made until the pandemic. But people like Felicella worry how many more friends he will lose before governments at all levels take stronger action. Susanna De Silva, CBC News, Vancouver.